And our official's whistle is blown as Green Bay going to look to try and explode. Remember, they have not scored a goal since August 25th. They did score one in the second half of that game. It came by Kersher at 73-59, a part of the 2-0 Western Illinois win. As this goes back to Noemi Stadelman. And the wind blowing out towards that goal now on the Oakland side of things. Before it was blowing out into the grass behind the benches, but not anymore as that is shifted, and we'll see if it affects play at all. As Oakland once again picking up where they left off on the offensive, but Green Bay is able to kick it out. Green Bay will play again on Thursday. They don't have nearly as much time to rest as Oakland does, as Oakland has an entire week off, as that goes off the foot and out of play, knowing a miss there by number 8, Justice Taylor Colburn. Green Bay going to try and snap Oakland's streak of 3 straight ties. Oakland has scored 2 goals in their past 4 games. You could say the same about Green Bay. If you go back to their 5th, Green Bay has drawn 0-0 in their most recent, followed by 5-0, 3-0, and 1-0 losses, as a foul is called, and that'll be Annie Mason goalie kick. Minute and a half in as Oakland's head coach is getting a little animated over on the opposite side. Juan Pablo trying to get his team together. Juan Pablo Favero, his 6th season with this Oakland squad. Oakland able to get it back as they kick it out left. Going to maybe try and work the left side. They work the right a lot in half number 1 as this goes to Emily Murphy, who kicks it off her right foot, and back it goes. Green Bay would love to strike first in the second half, even if it's not a goal, just a big shot on goal, do something to get the momentum their way and show how explosive they can be as an offense, which we haven't seen in quite a while, as a throw-in comes up for Oakland. Right back out it goes as the throw-in comes for Delamy. Kick out right is blocked. As Weeman was right there, and now Green Bay able to kick this one far back as it's headed back to Stadelman. She's able to secure it and throw it up over the head of Pagels. Just over 3 minutes gone by in the second half. A stalemate between these two squads. Green Bay able to kick it down low, but it's stopped as right there is Bailey Weeman once again, and just barely saved by Noemi to keep it in play. That one could have been dangerous if it would have went off the foot of Emily Murphy, but either way, a Green Bay throw-in, a big opportunity for him. Foul called at the 49-minute mark, as Oakland will be able to kick themselves away and see if they can get the offense rolling. Down low, but Emily Murphy can't get there. As Oakland pokes it around. Green Bay's got to pick up their defensive presence right there as they do so, but a miscommunication between two players, numbers 10 and 4, Kersher and Weeman. This allows Oakland to get it right back. Kick down off the chest. Good job using the body to stop a drive from Oakland, as now there's a meeting at midfield. Phoenix player down and going to have to get back up his cursor. She slowly does, as Oakland is moving themselves around. Down towards the box, trying to sneak their way in as it's tipped and kicked out by Green Bay. Oakland around left, kicked way up high. Didn't have any distance on it, but Morgano got it high in the air. As creeping around that left side before it goes out, it will be an Oakland throw-in. Substitution coming in for Oakland. Shannon Brown, number 21, makes her way back in. She's substituted in the first half. Brown played 15 minutes in half number 1. Headed up, and Green Bay gonna try and be smart with this as they let it roll out. Didn't want to give up a corner. Oakland has yet to have a corner kick in this game. 2 for Green Bay, none for Oakland. Oakland had 2 in their game against Youngstown State. As Annie Mason sends it out left, sun beginning to shine a little bit more here at Aldo Santaga Stadium. As this kick is far down, 3 Golden Grizzlies to the 1 Phoenix player, which is Pagels. And now headed up by Murphy. As she sends it off her left foot. And a battle for the ball. It ends up going to Grace Miller. Miller, the sophomore from Michigan. Michigan, the home of Oakland, where they've got a good majority of their players from. "13 players on the Oakland roster are from Michigan, and 3 of them actually went to Dearborn High School. All different grades, though, even though they could have shared some time together, as this is kicked out. Real good job by the Phoenix. Number 19, once again, Ellie Hill, the defenseman. Going outside the box and resetting at the 53-minute mark here in Green Bay. Oakland and Green Bay tied at 0. Down to the box, kicked out once again. Good defensive stand for the Phoenix on this Oakland drive. Zone is kicked out for a Phoenix throw-in. Green Bay trailing down right. Anytime the Phoenix are able to make any motion, there's 2 or 3 Golden Grizzlies always all around them, preventing any offensive movement. As seen here, once again, Oakland is able to get this past midfield. Trailing down and calling for it with Shannon Brown. They weren't able to get it to her, as Oakland's going to slow it up and kick back. Nearly blocked, but a good stop there from Morenga. Do have some results in other Horizon League games. Purdue Fort Wayne and IUPUI tied 2-2. A 2-2 draw there puts IUPUI at 1-0-1, and Purdue Fort Wayne's first game is a 0-1 battle. And other than that, another final saw Wright State beat Youngstown State. Wright State improves to 2-0 as Youngstown State falls to 0-1-1. Their first official loss in Horizon League play. That 2-0 Wright State win. fans not happy with this call. Cleveland State and Detroit Mercy will get you a score on that one here after the free kick comes for Oakland. It was a 2-0 Cleveland State win over Detroit Mercy. Cleveland State, with that win, they go to 1-1 as Detroit Mercy falls to 1-1 as well. Detroit Mercy no longer undefeated. Milwaukee and Robert Morris was the other Horizon League game going on so far today, as we passed over 10 minutes here in half number 2. Some substitutions made. Green Bay pokes it back as their offense tries to get anything, but not yet, as that's kicked out. And now the Golden Grizzlies work down before Green Bay able to poke it out of here. Milwaukee with their surprising loss to Wright State in that 3-2 game back on Thursday. The defending Horizon League champs Milwaukee, as Wright State goes to 2-0. It could be a dominant force in this Horizon League. Is moving down in the box, kicked out, centering, but Annie Mason right there as trailing behind was 21, Shannon Brown, but couldn't get it to her. Kick far back by Annie Mason, and it's off the foot of Murphy as that bounces around, and no doubt about it, Naomi Stadelman will be able to grab hold. Kick from Stadelman goes out to her left, and we'll get it right back to her. Oakland looking to regroup and move themselves further in this one. Try and poke that first goal across. Oakland has 3 wins on the season, and 2 of those 3 are shutouts. A 1-0 and 2-0 win, other than the 4-1 win where they got a goal given up against Toledo, but got a big 3-goal win regardless. That's their biggest win of the season. The only time they put up more than 2 goals in a game. Only 2 times in their 9 games have they put up 2 or more goals, as Green Bay can't again get any offense as the drive was stopped, as Taylor Colburn couldn't get anywhere, but now they'll see if they can on this try. Bad miss, I should say, by Green Bay, as they let that one slip out. Another throw in for Oakland once again stops any bit of momentum. Miscommunication between the Golden Grizzlies, as Allie Tiefend haven't said her name much today. Let that one go past her, as Sophie Wilsey's, the 5th year's senior pass, went way too far down. Green Bay with a short throw in. Does the trick. Falling down off the kick there was Morales, as now Oakland is going to push themselves forward. Off the left foot, then off the right, moving in, blocked, and corner kick. The first corner kick of the day for Oakland comes at the 59.5-minute mark. Let's see who goes to take the corner. Warenga, I believe, number 10 on the corner kick. And she sends it up top. Sends it to Brown. Brown's shot up in a decent position, but the Golden Grizzlies can't keep it in play. Had a little too much on it, and the first set piece corner kick for Oakland is all for naught as we have 30 minutes remaining here in play. Juan Pablo none too happy that Oakland's first corner kick was wasted away. Didn't have any real good looks, as this is going to bounce up and out in front of the Green Bay bench. Going past number 7 of the Phoenix Pagels. Poked back. And Taylor Carbone knows she has to be careful. She had the yellow card earlier and a foul called against Grace Miller. Poked away by Green Bay. They've got an opportunity as some numbers are from Oakland are trailing, but couldn't get there. Poked with the left foot up once again to Shannon Brown, who's had her name called quite a bit. Off the bench in half number 2. Now working her out. Great stop. Once again, the defense shown by Ellie Hill. She has done a great job all game long on both sides of the ball. As Delamy, haven't said her name much this half, gets a real quick touch. Delamy did indeed play in all 45 minutes in half number 1. As this goes down right. On the foot of Lopez as she's stuck and trapped and did exactly what she wanted and got the corner kick out of it. Lopez is just going to poke it, I believe, to Waringa here in the corner. So Lopez is going to be the one to take it as she puts her hand in the air. Waringa backs off. Corner kick, Annie Mason there. Through her hands it goes. The shot and blocked. Somehow didn't go in as this kick is poked back away. Green Bay somehow got out of it as this one is stuck down in the zone and kicked out for a throw-in. Another fantastic sequence by Oakland turns out to be a 0 as they still can't score. Annie Mason doing all she could. When she lost that ball, though, Green Bay's life flashed in front of their eyes. Oakland maintains possession. As they're going to kick it down off the front foot. Went too far, and now Green Bay able to kick it back. Emily Murphy trailing Carmela Barrow. Good setup for Oakland. Give and go. Kicked away. Nice stop is now falling down against Kirscher. That was 22 Sabo went down. As it stands, Oakland has 12 shots. As they kick this one and now poked out towards the corner. Real good idea. Can the execution and blocked off the shot. Tiefund got blocked by Taylor Colburn. Still, Oakland presenting danger as Mason able to make the save against Alexa Saba, who records yet another shot in this game. Three Green Bay numbers will be coming in eventually as Annie Mason. It's kick taken away by the wind. Annie Mason has made 3 saves in this game. That'll improve her season total as Oakland is trying to go down even more. Last season, Annie Mason had 67 saves and a .81 goal allow average. This season, Annie Mason is up to 42 saves, and if this stands, that 1.6 goals allowed will go down significantly. You look at Stadelman on the other side of things. She's only had to make one save yet today. One save was all, and that was on the corner kick. And last season she had 52 saves. Sandy Mason once again able to get this off the corner kick. And a Golden Grizzly is down, but getting back up and everything's going to be okay. Less than 25 minutes left to go. As the official has to hop over it. And kick down. That's Kirschner sending it around as a big-time header. But Hannah Bennett on no position to go down and get it. Bennett, one of the two California players, says it's a goalie kick for Noemi. Ten more shots for Oakland than Green Bay. Green Bay has not had a shot for quite a while, to say the very least, as a foul was called, and it'll go Green Bay's way. Throw-in goes right to Delamy. Green Bay's last shot came at 42-33. Their shots came in bursts, 15-46 and 16-38. Those are their first two. And then it took until 40-34 and 42-33. So in two two-minute sequences, that's really where it all took place for the Phoenix. On the other side of things, Oakland has 4 shots alone in this half. And we're just over 20 minutes into it. Between 21 and 31 minutes in the first half. That 10-minute burst saw 5 different shots for Oakland. Definitely when they were at their most dangerous. But Green Bay still wasn't able to take advantage of the missed opportunities left and right, missing the net completely. Now's an opportunity for Green Bay as they're able to move down. The speed, though, catching up. Little stutter step, moving around. Shot just missed the other side of Noemi Stadelman as Audrey Cassetta had Green Bay's best look, not only the half, but maybe even today. Green Bay going to have to take that one and move forward as Cassetta recorded her 4th shot of the season. She does have a goal, one of 4 Green Bay players to get one. And Cassetta's goal came in the opener. It was actually Green Bay's first goal of the season. Came at 39:08 against Chicago State. Spin around, not poked. As we reach the 69-minute mark and a diving tackle. That's going to be a corner kick for Green Bay. The fans at Aldo Santaga Stadium beginning to believe in the Phoenix as this is a good burst for them. See who goes to take the corner kick. Looks like it's going to be number 5, Madeline Cruz. Cruz, the redshirt junior from Fitchburg, Wisconsin. A defender for this University of Wisconsin Green Bay squad. Corner kick will come at right about 70 minutes as Cruz works her way back. Going to reposition the ball, make sure everything's perfect and all good to go. Cruz puts the hands in the air. Here she comes. The corner kick left well short and poked out, and she'll do it all over again. That was a practice shot, so to say. She'll get another one. This is the fourth corner kick now for Green Bay. Cruz takes the step back. Again, left hand in the air. See if she can put a little more on it. This time she does, and it just missed the net, though, as it curled around and hit the front side. So Izzy Karbaka is going to be in, and Warenga is going to take a seat, which is big for Green Bay, as we've said her name time and time again in this half. Izzy Karbaka started the game. She is returning after playing 41 minutes so far. Green Bay trying to go down, but not able to get a foot on it, as we have less than 20 minutes left to go here in the middle of a 0-0 game. Obviously, a 0-2 start to Horizon League play isn't ideal for either of these teams, but if you're Green Bay, I think you'd been more than happy with taking a win or a draw to Oakland. Team projected to finish first in the Horizon League, even though right now it seems to be Wright State at 2-0, beating Milwaukee and Youngstown State. Youngstown State came in with their draw to Oakland, obviously, so that's still a big win if Youngstown State is tying Oakland, and then Wright State is able to beat them. Wright State at 2-0 right now, 5-4 overall. They're doing very, very well, to say the very least, to start the season, as that one is kicked and it's going to drop in as the kick made by number 10 of the Phoenix, Kirscher, goes out. Down low there to Tiefen. As the kick goes back into the circle. Sliding, moving around down, foul called, and Oakland will have a big free kick coming. Down in the corner, it's going to be Delamy who takes it. Never mind, she's just going to be the one to put the ball down. Delamy backs off. And this is a big free kick. Obviously not the best angle, but see what she can do with it regardless. Header misses, down around the line, and spinning around, shot missed right. Karbaka missed the right side of the net. And again, Oakland, once again, has a look, can't convert, and that's going to hurt them. Header for Green Bay, actually found a good spot, but Delamy was the first one there. Green Bay players not in that exact position where the header went, and everyone's going to lay off. Kick by Wilsey. Gets it over to Kendra Zach. Zach, the defenseman. One of 4 fifth-year players for this Oakland team. Seeing the fifth years a lot more still due to COVID when that extra year of eligibility was added. As that goes out, and we have just over 15 minutes left to go and a Green Bay throw-in coming up. Obviously, we mentioned Green Bay. They'll be back in action on Thursday against Wright State. That is a huge test, as we now know Wright State is 2-0 and looking good to start Horizon League play this season. So it's a tough part of the schedule for Green Bay. Other games on Thursday are going to see Cleveland State and Milwaukee go at it. Milwaukee is in the middle of the game right now against Robert Morris. Cleveland State just improved to 1-1 in conference action as this is poked around, but Oakland will be able to move forward. Youngstown State and Detroit Mercy will be playing one another. Youngstown State 0-1-1. Detroit Mercy 1-1 after their loss today. And other than that, Robert Morris, who's in the middle of that Milwaukee game right now, currently sitting at 0-1 after their draw to Green Bay. They will be playing Purdue Fort Wayne, who just opened their season with a draw against IUPUI. That all coming up, and no one happy with this call as Green Bay is losing the ball. And Oakland will come up with it. Cassette of the foul on the last play as this goes out for an Oakland throw-in. Things got very, very interesting at the end of the first half. Annie Mason forced to make a save. And we know both teams aren't going to go down without a fight. That's why Green Bay is sending in 3 new numbers at their next opportunity. Smart decision to switch things up by Julie Grusner. Did graduate here from Green Bay, coached in New York and Oregon High School. That's where she had a whole lot of her success. As down goes Phoenix, nothing called, but they're able to get it back. 169, 62, and 32 record with Oregon High School, including 1 state title, a few other appearances as well. Evan Connolly, the assistant on the Green Bay side of things, as Oakland able to get inside the box, working off the left foot, shot blocked, another good block down low for Green Bay. Tightly contested defense as out Taylor Colburn on Sharon Sampson. As now swinging around, good move off the right foot to the left, the transition, headed out, and it's going to stay inside the box. Annie Mason, oh, it went in, but wow, Green Bay survives as that went in, but offside was the call. Snuck past the left side of Annie Mason into the net, but the third offside penalty against Oakland is without a doubt their most costly. So now the numbers have improved to 4 substitutions coming in for Green Bay. A lot of changes being made as here Green Bay pokes it up forward. It's a foot race, and getting there first was Naomi Stadelman as Green Bay had a one-on-one but pushed it a bit too far. Chloe Schmidebeer was the intended target. As the wind is beginning to pick up a little bit more as Kendra Zach loses it, and Green Bay had a chance to get there, but Delamy was all over it. Poked out for a throw-in. Now all the substitutions coming in, 4 of them for Green Bay. Emily Murphy coming into this game. Bailey Weeman coming in as well. Morena back in for Oakland as well. We'll get you all the numbers coming up in a moment as we get it all sorted out. Emily Murphy, a big name for Green Bay to have back in. She'll have fresh legs for the last 11 minutes. Might not matter, though, as Oakland sneaks inside. And just as I say it, able to put a foot on that ball, Green Bay. And now they're going to move things around. They had numbers ahead of them, but a smart kick by Oakland sends it out for a Green Bay throw-in. If Green Bay was able to get that motion, they would have been in a prime spot. Mariah Weeman in for Green Bay as the official gets in earfuls. We approach 10 minutes left to go as this is poked out forward. Annie Mason says, "Don't worry, I got it," and she does just that. So Pagel's also back in. Another big name for Green Bay. Sammy Lopez and Macy Warenga were the two names in for Oakland. If we finally have that all sorted out after 6 substitutions came in, 4 for Green Bay, 2 for Oakland, and a foul call to cause the Green Bay kick here at the 80-minute mark. Sending it right to Murphy, just missed her head. Could work for him though, as Delamy fighting towards it and now going down to get it, but it's poked out as Zoe Pagels couldn't get there. Either way, it's a Green Bay throw-in. Not exactly a corner kick, but still throw-in with a good spot. Big-time throw-in for Green Bay as their opportunities are slowly starting to diminish with only a little bit of time left, and the throw-in goes out. Big mistake by the Phoenix. Just a real little kick as Wilsey sends it out back. Stadelman gets it right back to her. Green Bay working that tight defense there on Weeman, and kicked out as it goes off the foot of Taylor Colburn. Throw in for Tiefin goes to Wilsey as they keep it right towards each other. Getting down to it here at Aldo Santaga Stadium. Both teams trying to avoid an 0-2 start to Horizon League play. Obviously, these ties and draws, whatever you want to call them, are better than losses, but you don't want to rack too many of them up as the kick goes off the front of the foot of Karbaka. Oakland knows they have the talent, but if this were to stay a 0-0 game, 4 straight draws would not be an ideal way to get their season in full swing. You use those non-conference games to get you better and ready for conference action, figure out what numbers are working, where you want to go, and this is a set piece for Green Bay as the kick is a little far and poked out by Zach as Stadelman will kick it out of play. Sent it a bit too far. Good intentions, though, as now Green Bay has an opportunity as we surpass 82 minutes. Opting to not throw it in was Weeman, and instead it's going to be Taylor Colburn out of Hawaii as she tosses this in and spinning around, tried to get the position was Fishnick, but the freshman let it go by her, and now Oakland once again is trailing. Off the toe of Fishnick once again as Warenga has it. She's fresh after being substituted in. Fancy footwork, moving it around inside the box. Tipped around, going to try and center, and off the foot it goes of Madeline Cruz, which will bring the second corner kick for Oakland. Make it the third corner kick for Oakland, I should say, as they did have those 2 earlier in the half. Corner kick, here it is. And in the air, and the kick sent up. Annie Mason right there, grabs it, loses a hold of it, the kick, and Annie Mason still got down to get it. Warenga was right there as Mason lost hold of it, but Mason able to get it back, and that is a huge, huge save for Annie Mason. Green Bay absolutely loving it since she came from the University of Montevallo. And the senior is putting this team on her back, keeping a 0 aboard. Now it's time for the offense to do something. Down they go, tipped around, and it's going to be right to Kendra Zach. So there will be another Oakland substitution coming in. There won't be a whole lot of time for that to happen. This gets bounced back and got on the foot of Oakland before it got to Pagels. If that one was to Pagels, that would have been the best chance for Green Bay to strike. Instead, they sit with just over 5 minutes left to go and a throw-in front of their bench. Kicking it down and left it short. That's Karbaka, who's able to clear it out. Green Bay just going to let it roll out. Morgano let it get past her, and now going to throw in. So we've officially reached the 85-minute mark. Using her leeway to run down and throw the ball in. And it's going to go up and over the head. Emily Murphy trying to use her speed. Didn't work as it goes out. And a Green Bay throw-in. Oakland didn't think so. But Green Bay, once again, 3 straight of these. Down to Murphy. Murphy, one of the shortest players you'll see. As that goes out off of her. And it will be an Oakland throw-in. And they're going to have 2 new numbers come in for the final 4.5 minutes. Oakland's throw-in now, as it's going to be 4 minutes left. Wind again pushing back out towards the benches and scoreboard here at Aldo Santaga Stadium, not to either net, as this kick gets sent back around on the right side. Julie Carcalba off her left foot, headed by a Phoenix player. Tight battle for the ball as Green Bay couldn't get to it. Pagels was fighting off 2 Golden Grizzlies. And now a pair of headers go back out, and that's a costly error against Oakland, leading to a Green Bay throw-in. Green Bay with just about 3 minutes left to go. They know they've got a strike now. If they could steal this game late from Oakland, that would be a huge, huge win, but the throw-in is nothing, and instead Oakland gets it within a matter of seconds. Kicking it around, now there's a Green Bay chance, falling down off the kick, inside the box, blocked. Emily Murphy got her body on it, but cleared out, a real smart clear as we surpass 87 minutes. Close to 2.5 left to go. Will this go out? It does. Another Oakland error. The Golden Grizzlies are handing Green Bay a lot late in this game. It's just up to Green Bay to capitalize on it, which they haven't been able to do. 16-5, the shot differential. Just 5 shots for Green Bay, only 1 shot on goal, reminiscent of their game against Robert Morris, where there's only 1 shot in that one as well that went to Zoe Pagels. In this game, Green Bay's shot on goal belongs to Hill. As 2 minutes remain. This down and missed the side of the net. About 90 seconds remaining. Annie Mason will kick it out, and it'll be up to Green Bay to make the most of this. Waiting an awful long time before she sends the boot down. Again, curls to the left. Nice header. Really went down to get it was Kirscher, setting her girls up perfectly, and now off the foot, but unable to get there was Zoe Pagels, and the ball drops to Oakland here with 1:10 left. Working the right side, Oakland thinking about stealing this game away late. On the left side, kicked in and blocked back. And this is going to be a corner kick for Oakland. And they're going to have to set up quickly as they have 50 seconds left to go. Green Bay, a huge error to let that kick go off and out of play on the side, the goalie side, I should say. Here we go, corner kick coming up. Headed back out it goes, and that's going to drop out for an Annie Mason kick. A big missed opportunity for Oakland, and now the Phoenix have just 30 seconds to set anything up and try and roll offensively. 0-0 as it stands. Annie Mason has had to make 3 saves in this game. 13 shots for Oakland were not on goal. 13. Headed up with 10 seconds left. Out of play it goes. Would take a miracle for anything to happen off the throw-in. As there's 5 seconds left, it's thrown in, and these two teams will end in a 0-0 draw. Another draw for Oakland, another 0-0 tie for Green Bay to start their Horizon League play as they go to